Hey there, welcome to the new moon reading for Sagittarius, which is going to be occurring on December 4th, and that can vary depending on where you're at in the world, but the main energy is going to be happening in the United States on December 4th. I love this Moonology Oracle card deck, and here is the beautiful representation for the energy, and it says, luck is on your side, which is very Sagittarian. The energy around this new moon in Sagittarius is about this restart of fun after experiencing a period of lowness. So this is opening up this, period around this new moon for adventure. And that could mean travel, both in a physical world and a mental, emotional, spiritual. It's all about exploration. It's also about widening our viewpoints on things. So it's an invitation to really laugh. Why are you so serious? We're coming from this serious feeling, and this new moon is just saying, now it's time to let joy in, to raise your vibration to one of peace and love and joy and unconditional love, of course. A great thing that you can do during this time, and we're going to be looking at the energies like the week before and the 2 weeks after this new moon, but during that time you can actually kind of create this gratitude journal, literally count your blessings. Look around you, and maybe just do it for like 30 days or a week, however long you feel comfortable doing. Maybe really look at something that you're grateful for and try to do it for as many days as you can without repeating anything during that. I did it once, and I was first intended to do it for 30 days. I ended up doing it for 5 months or so, and I didn't repeat anything, because it started off just, I'm grateful that I can breathe, and then the next day I'm grateful that, I can walk with little pain, and then it just, each day there's just so much, it just expands, from that, but it changes your whole attitude about life from one of, focusing on what is missing in your life or what you don't want in your life, to want to focus in your energy on what you do want and what you're grateful for in your life, and it just invites more and more and more into your life. So I encourage that if you feel that resonates with you. But we're going to jump into your specific reading for this new moon period right now. All right, all my Geminis, this is your reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from this Oracle of E. And we're just going to see what the Creator wants you to know about this entire 3-week period. It's going to be the week before the new moon, the week after the new moon, and 2 weeks after the new moon. So for that 3-week period, Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know? All right. So let's see. Okay, there we go. Looks like you get 2, which is awesome. So you've got, actually Living Large popped out first, card number 25. And then you've got number 46, Wrecking Ball. So I love this combination. Let's see what little messages come with each of these. And then we'll dive deeper, of course. So Living Large, you're drifting in an ocean of gold doubloons. Doubloons like, I think those are like coins, right? Golden coins. As always, it's your call. You can dive in. You can backstroke all the way to Istanbul, or you can stay on the pitty little raft you've been rowing. But it's all there, rich and luxurious as ever, waiting for your nod. Jump in, the good life is yours. So I love the power of choice that really comes with all of that. And then you've got this 46, Wrecking Ball, which says, psst, just so you know, a wrecking ball is not necessarily a sign of destruction. It's more like a blessed invitation for brand new, exciting things to blossom. All you need to do is change your perspective. Let's get this renovation started. So I really love that because these two work so well together. And the Wrecking Ball, of course, has that tower type energy in the tarot, which at first you see this tower with this lightning bolt hitting it, and you're like, oh my God, it's such a horrible card, but it's not in its core. It might feel like it when something is moved out of your life, but it's being removed out of your life for you. It's not happening to you. So I love that because the message that comes with both the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, for me, have this beautiful destiny type of feel to it. Like all these fated events, before you come down here as a soul, you choose what avatar is going to represent you, like what your human's going to look like, who you're going to be born to, all of those beautiful characteristics that you're going to have, and then when you're going to be born and enter this game and when you're going to leave this game, plus all these fated events. But within each of the fated events, you still have this power of choice on what story you are going to put to it. And what emotions you're going to choose around it. And I know sometimes it's like, it doesn't feel like I'm choosing, but it's because we're reacting based on what we were conditioned, that when that happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel in the story that's supposed to be put to it. But obviously, with these cards here too, reiterating it, that you have the ability to choose what story you're going to apply to it, what actions you're going to take. It's like a giant improv play. You have these themes on what's going to happen in your life, what characters are going to be in it, and then go, and then you get to interpret it. Like I said, what story, where you're gonna make it silly and hilarious, or serious and full of fear. Is it going to be emotions of joy and love and happiness and unconditional love, or all those delicious emotions of fear? Anger, betrayal, bitterness, sadness, are we going to choose those? And there's no wrong choice. It's just, what do you want to do with it? And I love this message that's coming to you, that you get to choose, and it allows you to empower yourself and know that if you're in a situation, just knowing that you can choose a different one makes it, even more delicious. Now you could choose, to actually, stay in the situation, like it said, stay on that raft and, continue to row, or you can choose something different, but there's no wrong choice. But now you have another choice. And then we're going to pull some cards here from the True Heart Intuitive Tarot and just get some clarification. We're going to pull cards for the week before the new moon, the week after, and 2 weeks after, and just see what the Creator wants you to know. Got your whole posse and support team on the other side. I want to give you a heads up about. So one more time here. All right. So for our Geminis, what do you want them to know about the week before? The week before. Okay, I feel like these are those, so we'll put those right here. And then the week after. Okay, and I'm being drawn to that one, and to that one, and to that one, and also this one. For some reason they want sideways, so we will do that. And then what about the second week after the new moon? Okay. Okay, they want that one, so we'll do that so there's not a surprise. We don't want to reveal the surprise. Wow, and they want those and those. So you got a lot. Okay, let's dive in here, because there is evidently a lot to cover here for you. So, or a lot of validation for what we've already talked about. So the week before the new moon, you have the moon. So this moon energy definitely is about connecting to the higher realms, connecting to the unseen, the unknown, these deep waters here. It's about rising out and connecting to these higher awareness is this higher information. It's like the high priestess. She goes into her temple, connects to that moon energy, and then has so much revealed to her. So I really feel like this knowledge that's coming, a lot about choices and stuff. But if you are unsure of what choices to make, that means you don't have enough information yet. And if you want to contact the eye in the sky, you have all that posse up above outside of space and time. They will give you signs, answer your questions in a variety of ways. You just have to ask. They don't mess with your free will, so they won't just go, hey, here's the answers. Here's what you would want to know if you asked. They wait for you to ask because they don't want to mess with your experience. They also, like I said, those fated events, they won't meddle with that because they agreed before they came down. Like, you want them to have this stuff unfold, they're going to make that stuff unfold. And if you told them, but I don't want to know about this because I need to have that, area of unknowing and trust that would have to be built. And so sometimes not getting an answer means you asked not to get an answer during that time. So sometimes just knowing that, kind of helps. Yeah, and then you got the sun. So you've got the all-seeing eye here, and then you have the all-seeing eyes here too. So you got the moon and the sun, which the moon we don't see until the sun reflects off of it. So this is all about the connecting to the brightness that you are, connecting to the higher realms. The sun is like one of the most beneficial and amazing cards. So really this means you don't have to be afraid of anything. You just can connect. And really, there's so many eyes on here. It is about using this energy to connect and see things from this higher, positive, beautiful point of view. That's what else you got here. Yeah, makes total sense. Because you got the swords, which are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And you can see that you're being blinded, you're being bound, and you're being held down by all these thoughts and these beliefs. And so I love that these came before it to let you know that what's being revealed to you is those thoughts and those beliefs that aren't serving you, those that are making you feel limited and small, and that you can make other choices. You can make other make room for more higher beliefs of the higher realms of this unknown, knowledge. It's like these are small t truths of our ego in the fear world, but connecting to this upper world, you do get this amazing viewpoint of the capital T truths. So I love that this energy is coming in before the new moon. And then let's see what else we got here. So you've got the 10 of Cups. So the week after, you have this beautiful overflowing, like this 46 here adds up to a 10 when you add the 4 and 6 together, which is endings and new beginnings. And I love this 10 of Cups because this is about being overjoyed. It kind of looks almost like the Sun card, right? You got this beautiful emotion, because cups are emotions, just overflowing into your life. And that makes total sense, because the more you let go of these small t truths that are binding you, have this feeling of freedom, you have this feeling of overflowing in beautifulness coming in. Let's see, yeah, we got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, there's two sides of the Hierophant, and it's kind of like the religious leader. And it being a 5, it is this, again, I have a lot of this sunlight coming in. All this, it's like this higher awareness that's coming in. 5 is the number of change and transformation. And there's two sides, like I said, of the Hierophant. One is the loving religious leader who is all about bringing in the capital T truths from the upper world, helping bring people together of similar beliefs so that they can do so much together as a group and spreading love and spreading those capital T truths. But there's also the shadow side of the Hierophant, which is when the human side gets involved, all these small t truths, we start, and our little small self starts to feel unsafe. It tries to control the outside world. It needs to in order to feel safe. So it wants power, it wants control, it wants to maintain its power, maintain its control, and it also wants to take other people's control away and other people's power away, because of course, our ego believes, I know the best way for everything to happen. So I love this transformation because it's like these small t truths are being butted out of the picture, and you're really having this wonderful, wonderful ray of sunshine, this ray of higher truths come in, and it's transforming your life. And I love that because you're getting, all these clearer pictures of what's really going on. Yeah, and this makes total sense then. Right next to the Eight of Swords, you got the Princess of Swords, which would be the Page of Swords. And she carries the Ace of Swords here. And the Ace of Swords brings those capital T truths. It also brings you the power to cut away those small truths that are no longer serving you. They did serve you for a time, because you did come here to experience what it might feel like to be small and limited and powerless. But with this coming in, it is about this cutting away of those. The page also, you can see she has a scroll in her hands over here. And pages are also messengers. So this is also an indication that you're going to be getting mental messages from the spirit world. You're going to be, capital T truths coming in. But there's also this awareness that you want to have the week, like from the new moon for the first week after, that you might not even be thinking about something or someone that's on the other side, right? And all of a sudden, this thought will just come into your head. That'll be from spirit letting you know, giving you guidance and truths and little nudges in the direction of the things that you've been asking for. But also, if you get like a memory of someone from the other side that comes out of the blue, out of nowhere, that's them touching your brain, touching the memory to let you know that they are with you. They are always with you, but in those moments, it's important that you know that they're with you, and so they're touching that memory to have it just spawn and kind of spark in your brain. It starts playing that movie, on your dream, like in your third eye, in that dream place, that daydreaming place, and you're like, oh yeah, that memory, and that is them telling you that they want you to know that they're around you. Okay, and let's see what this one was all about here. Oh, it makes sense too. Ace of Cups. You can see that's the hand of the Creator handing you this chalice, handing you this Holy Grail, and this beautiful living water that's in it. This is the essence of the unconditional love of the Creator. Cups are emotions, and so this is the eternal, internal, unconditional love of the Creator being poured out to you. And that totally makes sense with all this beautiful brightness that's coming. This really is the bridge that's taking you to this new place, taking you to this higher level. Because just a little taste of this Ace of Cups, this beautiful, sweet nectar of water, makes you feel more whole and complete than anything you ever got from the outside of you. And so it really is this spawning of it. I also love this particular deck because they have the Phoenix on here. So this is, again, that's probably why they had me put it on this 5 of the Hierophant, because that's transformation. This Phoenix is transforming as well, so this is transforming for you. And then let's get into the second week here, because you got all these cards here. Again, 10 of Swords. This, I love this card because people are like, what? Why do you like this? Because this person is, exhausted. All these thoughts and beliefs and expectations, they literally stab you in the back. They disappoint you, and they, let you just face the realization that these things do not make you whole, do not make you complete. And I love that the moon is on here, and you have the moon. Again, another 10 about endings and new beginnings. It means you're so exhausted and you're tired of, maintaining all those thoughts and those beliefs, that you are ready to let them go. So this really brings all these, this Ace of Cups energy and all this awareness really brings to your face, especially when you drink of this nectar, how disappointing and how all these expectations of those things that were supposed to make you feel whole and complete and lovable and secure and safe fell very short in comparison to this love that fills you up. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we've got the Justice. And usually the Justice, I was going to say there's usually an Ace of Swords on here, and here it is. So she's the bringer of truth. She's the balancer. She shows you the small T-truths, how they are outweighed by the capital T-truths. You know, you've got the sun and the moon again here. So you have a lot of that same energy coming in here, showing you the sides of life, showing you the truth of life. And I really feel like this is supposed to be like the center here. So definitely, again, there's this reiteration of you are getting this balance of life and seeing things just from the perfect balanced perspective. Yeah, and here's Four of Cups, right in alignment with what we're talking about, because usually you'll have the Three of Cups that it's like these expectations and everything. The Three of Cups, and this is like feeling unfulfilled, not feeling, like you got any satisfaction from all those things that were going on here. And I love how it has, here's your eye in the sky again, showing you this Ace of Cups is what, when you pour that out of your cup, that is where you have growth, that is where you have success, that is where you feel whole and complete. So I just love that whole message that comes with that. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is all about the emotions that you're ready to leave behind, and you're ready to go on to that higher path. You're ready to look and see things from that higher perspective. So pretty much it's like all the cards that represent that you're getting here. So clear messages up, and there we go. High Priestess to end at least the tarot cards. We're going to pull one more card from that deck. But this is, like I said, the moon. The High Priestess goes behind this veil of our human that chose to come on this side of the veil to be able to witness what it might feel like to be small, what it might feel like to be powerless. But she's able to go into her temple and go behind there and see those things through that beautiful moon energy. Obviously, there's a large, huge moon here, which is the new moon. So the whole message for all this is really for you to see things from a higher perspective, see those things that are no longer serving you, that you're ready to let go, that you're exhausted. You're like, yes, I do not want to invest any more energy into those things, because you're finding this beautiful Ace of Cups that is freeing for you. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from these Everyday Miracle cards. And these are from the book, The Course in Miracles. And they're just some phrases, some knowledge from that book. And we're just going to see what the final message the Creator has for all my Geminis. All right, Creator, what's your final message for our Geminis, please? All right, I feel like you have two, so you got a lot of bonus this time. Yep. Says, in quiet, I receive God's word today. So like the High Priestess, getting away into your temple, getting away from all the noise, you're able to hear things from that higher perspective. And then it also has a message on the back. I'll let you see that, and then I'll read it, or I can see it better. It says, true prayer must avoid the pitfall of asking to entreat. Ask, rather, to receive what is already given, to accept what is already there. So really, I kind of feel like that's, these small T-truths are what, like blind us and bind us, and we think we know what's there, but really, we see things clearly, and then we can be thankful for what's there, right? And then, I love this too. I am entitled to miracles. And I'll let you see this too. And it says, you are entitled to miracles because of what you are. You will receive miracles because of what God is, and you will offer miracles because you are one with God. Yeah. So really, I just love this whole connection to the higher realms here for you, so that you can see who you really are. And really, it all comes down to this. You are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. You are made of unconditional love, and you fill up with unconditional love, and that unconditional love pours out to the world. And then you realize also that you get this water coming back to you, because the world also is made of unconditional love. So this is a beautiful, beautiful reading for you. Beautiful enlightenment, beautiful just glow of knowledge from the upper realms, where you're going to be able to see life in such a clear way that you're going to be able to, this wrecking ball is, this dropping away of these old beliefs, and that you can start living large instead of small, because you are so much more than this tiny little human character that you're playing here. You are this powerful, eternal, powerful, supernatural being made of unconditional love. So much more, so much more. This is who you are. So I love that. Right, well, I'm going to leave the reading there. I also want to let you know that in addition to these readings, I also do, of course, these are new moon, I do full moon readings, I do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, I do weekly updates by each of the elements, like fire signs, water signs, etc., and a whole bunch of other readings. So if you don't want to miss out on those, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below, and that's going to make this little notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, you can select what notifications you want to receive and how and all that. So it's easy breezy. All right, well, I am so excited for this 3-week period for you, so have a blast, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon. But until then, you take care.